Good morning, my favorite fellow vault dwellers. Welcome to Morning Tea with Turtle. And as usually, we'll be starting with Ask a Turtle section. But first, let me welcome our latest member of Turtle's Army, Mr. Famous. Welcome into Turtle's Army. And enjoy your green name on YouTube. Famous. And there's a couple more people. Some questions in the chat, but those questions are as a pinned comment in Ask a Turtle section. Therefore, you can find your answers there. Then for now, please relax, listen, and make your tea. And I will go over to Ask a Turtle and we'll answer those questions as I promised that we'll be starting from Ask a Turtle section. Therefore, we are going for that. I hope you'll be able to see it. I tried to make it a little bit bigger by temporarily switching my desktop scaling to 200%. Then maybe it will be easier for you to see that. That's, by the way, that's the Ask the Turtle section on our Discord. Everyone can join Turtle's Army Discord. There is no requirement. Although you can get kicked out if you will not follow the rules. Then check out the rules when you will be joining. And this is the FAQ for Ask a Turtle. There is some more questions, answers in one of the interview I did in the past. Then let's go forward. And here we have the questions. Oh, is it visible or not? Oh, it's not visible. Wait, give me a second. I'm talking about it. It's not working. Give me a second. Okay, that's me, but not working. What's not working is in here. We swap to display. Oh, that will work. That will work. Okay, again, then what I was showing, Turtle's Discord, again, Ask a Turtle section in here. On the left from the menu, you choose it. Easy to find the big question mark as a turtle in there if you will be scrolling. FAQ for Ask a Turtle section, and follow after some interview with more info about the turtle that you don't need, but some people want to know. And now the questions. All right, that's fixed. And now the first one. On your melee and arm build, you use a mole miner gauntlet. Why this weapon and not the power fist or gauntlet, which have a higher damage? That's basically because both, I mean all of them, Power Fist, Deathclaw Gauntlet, and Mole Miner Gauntlet are almost the same damage. The difference is negligible in there. Plus, Mole Miner Gauntlet is giving me a bleed damage, what's a perfect match for my Torn armor. And it looks cool. I like the red paint. Then those are important factors to choose a Mole Miner Gauntlet. Okay, this is answered. Delete. Next one. Oh, that was answered for previous one. Someone was trying to help. Thank you. And next one. I don't see a video suggestion channel, so here it goes. All right, video suggestion. With one wasteland nerfs and quad fixers being pushed more and more to the meta, reload speed become more relevant and something to be looked after. Maybe do a comparison between all the automatic rifles and see which one has the fastest reload. I have a feeling that the assault rifle reloads is one of the fastest, and this could breathe some new life into this rifle if found to be true. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, I will add it to my possible topics for the videos. I have a long list and I cannot promise when it will go. If I will do it, but I will add it there. Rifles reload and DPS. Like if I will do it, I will include how it affects the weapon DPS. Then it will be a little bit more than just reload, because reload by itself doesn't tell us anything. But suggestion is very good, thank you. And we delete the message. Then yeah, if you want to make a suggestion, can work in Ask a Turtle as well, as you see. Next one, Odysseus. With the announcement of the perk loadout system coming, have you had a chance to think about universal legendary perks, in example a set that would work well with any range build and set for melee, power armor and not power armor, etc. Personally, what I would like to be able to do, since we have the ability to change our special points at will, is to be able to have legendary perks that complement the most builds. I haven't done melee on unarmed in a long time and find myself enjoying ranged builds the most. So I was thinking something like Master Infiltrator, Electric Absorption, Follow Through, Funky Darts, taking one for the team, and Legendary Intelligence for my main legendary cards after the loadout system releases. Anyway, just curious if you've put any thought into something like that and wanted to pick your brain. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea, but first I want to see those perk loadouts and how they interact with legendary perks. I would love if we could change them this way, but maybe we'll not be able to. We'll see. But anyway, a lot of my builds, you can notice some of the legendary perks are very common, then those are very good. And as always, special perks are very, very reliable for whatever build it is. As you can swap other special points and keep the ones from the perk, then definitely the special ones will be there. And it's still like, there is no 100% universal legendary perks. It still depends what kind of builds you want to swap between. But yeah, that's definitely will be something to consider. Next one. So, I just came back to the game after a few months off and decided to watch some Turtle vids to get up to date. I noticed that when he is doing his testing on ghouls while they are hitting him, he takes one of the radiation damage. How is this possible? That's the radiation resistance. That's the radiation resistance. If you have radiation resistance, it will help a lot with ghoul damage from the hit. Although there is a diminishing return, the ghouls actually do not have like crazy amount of radiation per hit. Therefore, you can reduce it with radiation resistance quite nicely. And it's not over time radiation. It's why it's working better than in case of the nuke zone, when radiation resistance will not help much. And blocker perk helps with other type of damage. That's simple. Thank you. I consider it answered. Alright, that's help with the other question from those. Now, Blark. I don't get to play the game as much as I would like, of work and disability. But I notice if I log in one night and do some farming, if I log in the next day, loot hasn't respawned. Does you know the timer for the loot list to reset on its own? I don't know, but it's very long. And yeah, the waiting is not a good method. Just keep looting. I do not recommend waiting, as you can loot 250 items in less than 5 minutes, really. Then that's definitely a better choice than waiting. Excuse me. Does Angry Turtle have any videos yet on weapon modifications and their effect on action points? Yeah, I have a lot of those videos for some weapons that rely on VATS, of course, like rifles tested on 10mm pistol. I think if you search YouTube, you will find those. Wes have a question about whether you've ever compared the impact on your damage to glowing ghouls with the 1, 2, and 3-star version of Glow Sight. I ask because I would swear pure to Wastelanders when using the card on Whitespring Nuke runs, the card seems to enable more damage. I'm level 650 and when doing Radiation Rumble I truly can't see a difference between having 1 or 3 card loaded. Also, I'm not impressed with the card in place versus having no card. Is it doing anything anymore, or was it nerfed with the changes, more additive damage? Yeah, it definitely was nerfed with the changes. Like, it is additive, it is 60% damage, but to your base, like every other bonus. What's mean if your commando is already utilizing a lot of damage-related perks, and maybe it's bloodied on top of everything, then you hardly notice adding any more and more damage bonuses. Although it is working, it's not like there is nothing, it is helping. especially when your sneak attack damage will fail, then in that case it's more visible. Definitely all the perks are slightly weaker than they used to be. Okay, I think that's someone answering the previous question. And about hard data, so I think that's continuation. Hard data that will be possible only from data miners, but it's looked like simply additive. Okay, Suicide Jack. Did you know that I can confirm Farflank Fireworks legendary perk work with the meat grinder? Hope you find this interesting and useful. Yeah, I heard about it, but thank you for the information. Yeah, although I'm not using this perk, I hate my enemies exploding and flying away from me when I try to loot them. Jester. AT, please explain the synergistic qualities of the offensive and defensive perk cards and how they apply to the big three builds, heavy melee and... Oh, that's like question basically explain the build. That's what I'm showing on my build videos. Because like, it's really hard to explain it in words, you just need to show it. Like, whenever I'm showcasing my builds, you can see that they are quite tanky and do nice DPS. That's the balance I'm always going after. Not possible to explain like in few words. T95 Sniper. Hi Turtle. It's a bug, or can we have all food buffs despite of the herbivore or carnivore mutation? Cause I have all of food buffs and I know how to do it. Generally you should be allow only one, but I know that if you apply the mutation later, or if you use another mutation serum, like you can have your buffs from food, like let's say you are herbivore, double up, and if you use herbivore serum, for 1 hour you can use a meat buff with a normal effectiveness, but I don't like normal effectiveness. I much more like the double ones. But yes, you can. And that's intended, as serum is removing the side effect. Unless you do it without any serum, but still it's not a big bug if it's happening. Okay, that's more answers to this question. Okay. Wild Panther. Hi Turtle. Firstly, my husband and I love your videos. Mitzi's too. Thank you. They are so helpful, informative, fun to watch. When players shoot a legendary enemy, if we wait for it to regenerate, get the message legendary enemy has mutated, is of benefit to players, example better weapons, armor or experience? Unfortunately, it is not. Although it gives more time for other players to tag the legendary enemy and get loot at all, but no, it does not affect the loot, at least from the testing I was doing 2 years ago, because it was a hot topic. Then there was no visible difference between just killing enemies straight away and waiting. I'm sorry if it's a bad news. Jack Autumn Fox. I know this is not a question, but I do not know if you already know, that's interesting start, this, but the perk card Ground Pounder specifically for auto rifles only actually works on both non-automatic rifles and automatic rifles, 30% faster reload, better accuracy. Yes, I know about that. I'm even using this perk on my sniper because it's so good, and I don't know if it's intended or not. Like, so many times, like Bethesda fixed something by changing the perk description rather than changing how the perk actually works. Then I'm not sure if the bug is that it works with rifles or the bug is that it's stated on the card that it shouldn't. Then I cannot answer what's bugged, but it's definitely working, and it's working like that, like forever. Therefore, I assume Grounded should work with any rifles. Next. There was 3 to 4 hours roundabout conversation on this over the past weekend. It does work for all rifles though. Okay. I don't know who was talking so long about it, but it's rather simple. Why don't you try mods that show up levels and armor of enemies? I'm not generally using mods. I'm trying the experience like Bethesda intended, and I want my videos to be like clear for everyone. If I apply mods for my game, then I record the video. Everyone will be like, especially from console side, why your game is looking different, and I will need to explain it every time. Then I prefer my game to look exactly the same like on consoles. I even switch on the grass, then I have the same experience. Where are you from? Sexy Head is trolling me here. Alright. Now we are going back. We are going back to the YouTube chat for a second. Let's see what's going on there. And we have Inside the Vault and stuff like that too for today. Then there is a lot of stuff going on. Let me scroll. Oh, there was a super chat from Sexy Hand. I mean the donation $1. And below the message, only donating to interrupt. Thank you a lot for $1 Canadian, Sexy Hand Games. Thank you. Okay. Oh, Franz Fan is in here as well. Welcome everyone, by the way. I will not read every single name because Turtlecast is rather short. It's short version of our normal streams to just cover topics that I do not cover in normal streams. Oh, Vimorain have a question. I was asking about some true hybrid builds. Geraldine referred me to had something, but with low survivability, almost no endurance. I was just telling you to check Mitzi's video as example of hybrid build and how she did it. You of course will need to adjust it for your build. Like I don't have a hybrid build for melee and range weapons. What I can recommend, what will be rather easy to achieve, it's like combination of heavy guns and melee weapons, as though both rely on strength, and unfortunately we need to swap perks. And the reason Mitzi's build is heavy guns and rifles is because she can equip all the perks at all times and just swap the weapon without swapping the perks. But in case of melee, you can still do that, but definitely you will need more endurance. And if you want to keep rifles and high perception, then you will need like all the special, and you will need to give up on other legendary perks. I'm good with my turtle ties. Turtle ties are very cool. Oh, you didn't play 76 in months, but you were still watching? Oh, thank you, Bourbon. Thank you. If you have all the mutations and use class freak, does that take away all the negatives? No, not all. Take away most of the negatives. Oh, Tony A is a hybrid grenade launchers and an arm build. Then you can ask Tony A about his build. I want to see the loadout update first. I cannot tell you how it will work before Bethesda will not implement the PTS and do not show it to us. I'm not sure if perk loadouts will kill alt characters, like my alt characters are carrying a lot of stuff that cannot be currently traded, therefore they will still relevant. But definitely less, and the non-tradable stuff will be even less relevant now. Farming treasure hunter mole miners. I think I have a guide from a previous run of treasure hunters. Just check it out. You will find it on my channel. Nothing changed, they the same. Then the guide is absolutely up to date. The best card to share for the team, that depends certainly on your charisma. And like you usually share something that's not very common. If you are with low levels, then you share something to help with mutations, like strange numbers. If they have mutations, that will be helpful. But generally, there is no strict rule. You can share almost anything. All right, now I need to find the Bethesda net. And we take a look on inside the vault, because there was one. I think Mitzi on her channel showed it already. I want to take a look as well. Where is it? There is inside the vault. All right, I will keep it enlarged a little bit. It will be easier for all of you. Let's try to swap the camera again, and that's inside the vault, February 2021 update. And I don't like the title. They're suggesting that there will be like inside the vault like monthly now. We had no inside the vault last week. Now this one just says February 2021. I hope it's not the case. I really enjoy weekly updates, at least from the inside the vault part, as we already getting like game updates once per like 40-45 days. Then they better do not take away our inside the vault. The PTS, the PTS, it's on the way, but they said they are aiming for next week. Then that's give us already a 2 weeks delay on the PTS. What's not perfect, as I was hoping for this next update to go rather quickly. But as we already have 2 weeks delay on the PTS, then we need to add another month when the PTS will release. Then what we are looking at? We are looking at middle of the March, end of the March for the update. That's my estimation, though. It can change. We don't know when the update's supposed to exactly drop. But taking into consideration the usual pace of work at Bethesda, then middle of the March, it's look like. New PTS pennant this time. Last time there was no pennant for PTS. I mean, I'm not too excited about pennants. I do have them, but I'm not using them. I'm there to figure out what's working, what's not, report some bugs, and report to you how it's look like, and not to... I can actually do it full screen as well. Oh, that's even bigger. Not to earn those pennants, to be absolutely honest. And next, how to join the PTS. We know that just you need the PC Bethesda launcher, and you can join. Still Dawn soundtrack. That's a nice touch, although I think I will stick to listening to Still Dawn soundtracks in-game rather than on iTunes, Spotify. Although it's not a bad idea to just run it in the background from the Spotify while playing the game. Yeah, that can be cool. That can be cool. And Fashnacht Day. It's almost here. It's coming February 16. What's February 16? Is it Tuesday? Yes, it's Tuesday. It's this Tuesday. It's coming Tuesday. That's good. That's good. I want to earn some more stuff, and you probably as well. Then that's definitely a good news that we have Fashnacht coming, and there is no planned delay. Let's see if the griffing was sorted or not with all those explosive bait. We'll see if this was sorted. It was reported like by everyone on the PTS forum. Then Bethesda cannot tell they were not aware about that. It was all around PTS forum when we were testing Fashnacht. And then they explain how this works. But we know that because it will be like it will be fourth Fashnacht. Because I think there was some extra Fashnacht last year. Yeah, fourth. I think it's fourth edition of Fashnacht. And we have multiple guides on YouTube then. Explanation how it works will probably not be necessary. And start at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. 11 a.m. the decoration will appear. Hopefully no delays. Last time it just didn't start, but it was quickly fixed. And this weekend, that we'll be doing on the live streams, and on Mitzi live stream and on my live stream, we'll be hunting some of those small miners. Are they saying if there are any new rewards? Okay, the standard stuff that they detected it, that you can buy a pails from vendor. We know that super expensive pails from vendor. Your pockets start feeling heavy with legendary script. After exchanging your treasure hunter loot, head on down to the Rusty Peak in the Ash Heap, where Purveyor Marmrgh is hosting a sale on legendary items all weekend long. Yeah, we know that, and unfortunately while recording, Mitzi's footage got lost. Then you can only see my luck with 5000 script on the channel. Yeah, I didn't get the greatest luck, but 3 weapons that were really good. Then that is up, and it's finishing Monday. Then one day before Fastnacht, one day after that, the Fastnacht will start. And that's basically inside the vault. Then we have what to do. Like, I'm not complaining for this week. We have those small miners, then it will be followed by Fastnacht, and then hopefully the public test server will start. Then we have what to do for this week. I just hope that Bethesda will stick to weekly updates from the inside the vault, and not just monthly like the title is suggesting for whatever reason. It should state a date, or they should do like inside the vault, volume 1 February 2021, then volume 2, 3, 4 or something like that. At least every 2 weeks, I don't know. Like once a month will not be enough. I like the photo though. Someone was playing with a photo mode. I'm not good with a photo mode, then others usually have way better pictures. Alright. That we covered that. Let's go to the chat portion. Back to the chat. Have chat on my phone, of course. Bow build is OP. Yeah, I have bow build. Yeah, you can see on my channel, guys, I have a bow build. That's crit on railway rifle. Railway rifle is very specific weapon. It have really weird interactions sometimes. It's one of the rare weapons that can kill players in VATS. It's the weapon that do not drain AP after first shot in VATS. It's a very specific one, but very high damage justify the usage, and I have one railway on every build that can use rifles or commando weapons. Oh, thank you, Joey the Human. It's awesome that you enjoy my videos. Some people already found miners yesterday. That's true. It's already started. Turtle for the win. I see my fan club is here. Thank you, guys. So early morning, but you are in here. That's awesome. Yeah, 1000 script each guy. I had just script saved to record and to do the best out of this sale. Some Fallout stuff is discounted on Steam? Well, I mean, you mean Atom Shop or money purchases? I didn't saw any message about discount. I will need to check if there is any discount on Atoms. I know that Bethesda is doing some sale on games, but I don't know anything about Atoms sales. There's YouTube channel that streams Fallout music 24/7. I know about that. But I am not sure if I'm big enough fan to listen to Fallout music 24/7. Just to be absolutely honest. I enjoy Fallout music, but 24/7, that can be a little bit of an overdose. Yeah, I would prefer MKT, those special items that cannot be traded if they do it account bound, which means allow a transfer between characters. That was always the case, and that was never implemented by Bethesda. We do not know why. It's probably requires some work. And I'm pretty sure the Bethesda team working on Fallout is slightly too small. They would need to make it bigger to make it game even greater and faster achieve the goals, but it's probably all about the money, how much they want to earn and how many players they anticipate to have. They would not up the daily script and caps and other limits. They keep them tight and they implemented those weekend events. Like, I feel like those weekend time events for script and other stuff, those are the fillers to help them survive from patch to patch. You can't share tier 3 inspirational with 10 charisma. Do you have legendary charisma? Because this doesn't count. You need to have base charisma at 9 to share a tier 3 perk. That's when I did my video. That's why when I did my video like 3 months ago, no, 6, I don't know, many months ago when they implement legendary perks, I told everyone not to take legendary charisma because it doesn't really give you anything. Main reason to have high charisma is sharing perks. Legendary charisma does not allow for that. Yeah, the Fashnacht collection collects sugar bombs. I know that. I'm using my Fashnacht collections for that. And they are in the Atom Shop again. Then guys, if you need collection that can collect a sugar bombs, the irradiated ones, that you need to craft your brain bombs for extra intelligence with herbivore characters, spend your atoms on this collection. Your free atoms or your purchase atoms, any atoms. Just this collection is good. Almost midnight for Bobby Fan. It's not midnight, it's 7:30 a.m. It's morning. But I do understand that follow community is worldwide and there is different time for everyone. I'm just joking. It's morning in here. It's morning in Turtle Land and it can be different time somewhere else. Seems like Vatscrit doesn't proc on a railway rifle. That's possible, as railway rifle is not even consuming AP after the first shot with automatic receiver, unless you trigger it slowly one by one. Not the atoms discounted. Oh, that's bad. I need atoms discounted. But I will see the package if there are really good prices of those new stuff. I'm not using it much, but who knows? No, I didn't hear Chrono Tiger music. I don't know what's that. Yes, I do know Executioner is multiplicative. Didn't I make a video about Executioner? I think I did. Crossplay? Yeah, crossplay would be nice, but unfortunately, it will cause trouble for you, console users. You do not have hackers there, and this will add hackers from the PC. Then that's probably not the best idea. Will I ever stream New Vegas playthrough? I don't know. It's very old graphics at this point. I was playing New Vegas in the past. If they will do something like, the special edition with up graphics, then probably. But going back to such an old graphics, I'm not sure. I would prefer to play something from from like Fallout 2 times. At least those graphics are not getting old as badly as 3D graphics from early times. You would see me fighting Cassidors. I have no clue who Cassidors is. Yeah, that's true that loadouts and camp slot make it possible to play just one character even more than now. That's absolutely true. Tadpole Possum badges, you have a chance to get them from those daily events. It's not guaranteed. It's 10% chance to get a badge. Then you need to do it daily, and when you will be lucky, you will get some. But still, you can earn from challenges. The challenges for Possum badges are difficult, but possible to achieve. And there are some guides on YouTube how to do all of them, I think. I would not do the guides for those. Yeah, Santa Collection collects sugar bombs as well, but from my experience, way less than Fashional Collection. What bird 7 300 rolls for left arm and not a single unyielding yet? That's some terrible luck. That's really bad. That's why I hate RNG. I just want to know when I will get what I need. Even if it requires a long grind, I need to know. That's one of the reasons I hate RNG. But good news is, I did roll a Hellstorm missile launcher plan. Finally. Took me how much? Since the Daily Ops released with those new rewards. Like, Still Dawn? Still Dawn was introducing 2 months? More than 2 months. 3 months almost. Yeah, almost 3 months. But I got the missile launcher plan on my main. That was farming, that was terrible. And that's the plan. Now I need a legendary 2-shot missile launcher. Yeah, collections farming with workshop. I have a guide for that if you guys need to place like 20 collections on the map. But it's good if you have a private world. As on adventure, someone can take your workshops and PvP you. Do some more PvP. I will think about that. It's always sunnier in Turtle Land. That's true. Turtle Land is always sunny, but to be honest, UK land at this moment is cold and and not sunny. The unyielding have a stage benefit. It's based of percentage of your health. Oh, morning from Ukraine. Morning from UK. Thank you. Yes, when you use bow or crossbow, you have a chance to recover your arrows. It's not guaranteed, but some of them you will get back. USA, 2:40 a.m. now. Wow, that's late. Taps on melee builds. I like them with Torn Armor and Buzzblade. I mean, it should be called Buzzblade, but Buzzblade sounds so much better if you pair it with vodka. It actually makes sense. Console crossplay is a good thing. That way all consoles complain about nuclear winter players flying in the air. Although, to be absolutely honest, currently on the PC it's not so bad as it used to be. It was much more. The hackers are way more occasional now. They used to be in every match on the PC. Now I think they got bored. They got bored with nuclear winter, mostly. I mean, not all of them, but most. Yeah, I think Bethesda should add some shared storage. I already said that, but there is no plan for that at this moment. Hello, Mr. Cool. Oh, you see, Bobby Fan is lucky with the badges. It's more than neat. Yeah, the Thorn armor is expensive. The good thing is, if you want to use Thorn armor as a full health build, you have way more options than if you are going for unyielding. And you can use it as a full health build. I think I will probably change my melee to full health at some point, as I only have one unyielding from Thorn, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to get more. Oh, Bert, you got the launcher plan today as well. That's awesome. Oh, there are still people that do not have plan for Hellstorm Missile Launcher. I am quite behind with the chat, like 5 minutes back. Oh, I don't know exactly what's the base damage for Gauss Shotgun, but it's hard to tell because Gauss Shotgun damage is obstructed by its explosive damage. Like, over half of the damage you see on the Pip-Boy is damage of the explosion. Then Pip-Boy is exaggerating the damage of Gauss Shotgun. Yes, you can get unyielding Thorn from crafting. I have one piece at this moment. Fastnack robots do not drop pails. The mole miners are dropping pails. The big ones, the treasure hunters. You cannot farm them from workshops. You need to hunt them. You rolled Zealot's 25-25 fixer. That's actually not a bad roll for Scorchbeast Queen fights. It's a really good roll. And we have some good afternoon from Australia. It's afternoon for you. And it's morning here. Yeah, it's really hard to get what you want from crafting. That's a problem. This game needs a bank. That's a cool idea. What? Tony got 2 unyielding from 5 crafts? Oh, that's why I hate RNG. I'm getting nothing for so long, and some other people will get it in less crafts than I need for one piece. Auction house or broker. Yeah, stonks in Fallout 36. That will be ridiculous. They will break it even more than it is in real life. I like my heavy gunner build. I like my heavy gunner build myself. My heavy gunner is my favorite. It works really well. Instigating Hellstorm with VATS Kitchens. That's not too bad, although I think instigating is not working with explosions. I'm not sure if it's working with explosions. Maybe it is. I never had one to test. Oh, Abhorsen Alien, thank you a lot for $5, mate. And the message is, hey Turtle, just wanted to pop on and say keep up the Turtlecasts. Oh, thank you, Abhorsen Alien. I'm happy that you are enjoying the Turtlecast. Yeah, I'm trying my best to do it once per week, just to be able to interact a little bit more with you guys and check what's going on in Fallout universe on the weekly basis. Oh, the poll. I almost forgot about the poll. Yeah, we go for the poll. Let me find it. Discuss the poll. All right, give me a second. I need to find the poll. Somewhere on YouTube. Let's see the results. Community. All right. Here it is. If you will be forced to choose one, and here I was asking more content or QOL and bug fixes, and results are more content, 60% with a win, and there was 6k votes, then there is a good sample of Fallout community and player base, then more content definitely won. And what I noticed from the comments, do we have like any top comments that YouTube recommend to us to see? Let's see. This should not be an either or question. They have our expectation lower than dinosaur bones. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's true. But I think there is a really small team and they struggle to do both at once. The game desperately needs content and game feels like another settlement needs my help. No, it's not as bad. I hate settlement need my help more than doing stuff in Fallout 76. To be honest, but I do get why this comment is here. Need more bosses. I cannot agree more. More bosses would be so cool. Deathclaw, Behemoth, Giant Bear maybe. What? What are you talking about? A giant turtle. What are those suggestions? Giant turtle. And not just more bullet spongy giant turtle that can kick your ass. That's what we need. And yes, and this need to require teamwork. That will be a perfect boss for turtle live streams, and everyone will hate me for huge bullet spongy turtle. That will be so cool. I can live with the bugs. What I can't live is boredom. Alright. I'm already used to bugs, might as well enjoy some new scenery. Yeah, that's actually true. Like, even if they fix bugs, they usually add some more. Then I'm not sure how well the bug fixes will work. We'll see with the next patch. Next patch is another QOL and bug fixes with a little bit of new content. Okay, let's see. This is something interesting. Players. How about you fix the problems plugging the game? Also players, can we get some new content that can't be beat in a day? Bethesda, nah, there's a new tent skin. Yeah, you have something in there. Using melee, sometimes hits don't register, which is quite painful. That actually should be addressed in the next patch. Then, yeah, that's something they are actually doing. How well, we'll see. But what I think about it, yeah, I can see how bug fixes can be voted by people that suffer a lot from them. Although by the percentage wise and spread, it's looked like bugs are not as bad as they used to be. As I remember back in the times, there was like whenever posts on Reddit appeared to fix bugs, there was so many upvotes that I don't have poll from the back there because there was no Turtle channel back then, but I can imagine that in the past, bug fixes would be much higher than more content. That means that Bethesda actually did a progress, and there must be less bugs than it used to be, and people want more content. And some people want more content that do not believe that Bethesda can fix the bugs, then that's another thing. But yeah, that's basically my take. I think they should add more content. I mean, the best approach will be, what I think the best approach will be, add more content that do not require super heavy investment. I can imagine that making new quests and new storyline will be quite heavy on the designing team, and adding a new bosses, like 2 new bosses on the map, should be way easier, unless I'm mistaken. I don't know, maybe they have separate team for a story, I don't know. But for me, it's looked like that adding new boss and maybe making couple new weapons, like if they can make skins for weapons so often in the Atom shop, they should be able to just produce new weapons at all, like new, totally new, that are not just a copy what we have now, but have some unique features, like a little bit more diversify, like specializing in VATS. Let's say the weapon that will be super good in VATS, but not as good out of VATS, and opposite being true, weapons that are really good out of VATS from the rifles, but not so good in VATS. Add some cool snipers that actually work as a nice sniper with range more than 200. As 200 is not a sniper Bethesda. 200 is this game, it's average, like a medium range, I would call it. More like a reflex sight range than a scope range. Then real snipers are missing. Some new cool heavy weapon that will have some unique features. It shouldn't be too hard to add. And add 2 new bosses that will allow you to grind for it. And hopefully not like a player-bound weapons, but we don't know. I know they struggle with duping, and that's probably why. All right, that will be the poll. Okay, I will take a look what you guys think about the poll. I will not be able to go all the way back in the chat. Then I will try and check what are the recent comments. You guys are very active, but that's good. That's good that you are very active. I'm just not able to read everything. My tea is almost done. I think I have one more sip. My tie is cute. Thank you. Yeah, I like turtle ties. But I'm using them exclusively for the live streams. I'm not wearing them like on daily basis. Those ties are reserved for you guys. That's Matrix overlay for excavator. I'm not sure if there is one. If there is one, then vendor at Camden Park will have it. I'm not sure now if there is one. Vendor at Camden Park is selling all the plans for excavator. I'm not sure if they will patch Vampire Ricochet region thing. Who knows how it's supposed to work. I'm not sure myself what tea I prefer. I'm trying a couple different brands. At this moment I have Tetley. Server fix should be top priority. Like, for me, servers are not bad. I'm not sure if it's not like a region thing, or maybe on Amazon site more than on Bethesda. I don't know, really. Servers are not so bad for me. They crash sometimes, but it's rather rare. Then I'm not sure what's the issue there and if they can fix it. Bugfix should always be number one. Yeah, but proper one. Like, they should fix them correctly. More content will create more bugs. It's not always true. Sometimes more content create less bugs than bugs fixes. Anti-armor or bullet explode submachine gun. You can have both. Like, anti-armor is a prefix, bullet explode is a second star. Then it's not a choice between those two. Yeah, giant snapping turtle mutant bows, exactly. And it needs to be bullet sponge. If they add a giant turtle, it needs to be bullet sponge. It's a turtle by nature is a bullet sponge. The fixer is so hard when you don't have one. When you drop one, I notice that I get much more fixers after I drop my first one. I don't know why it's that. At fixer you can trade with players, then it's way easier to get than other stuff. The worst bugs are crashes. That's the thing, like, not everyone is experiencing those crashes. They're quite rare on my PC or Mitsumi's PC. I don't know why. Yeah, better they don't put new boss in caves, that's true. And if there will be a true bullet sponge, it need to be out in the open. Everyone need to go and shoot it. There is no point in using other power armor than excavator apart from a jetpack. Spiffing Brit tea. Yeah, I need to try Spiffing Brit tea. The proper PvP, that's a problem. Like, they can do proper PvP for consoles, they will not be able to on PC. There's too much hacked stuff. They need to deal with that first. If not even talking about other issues. Yeah, exactly, Bird7. No one really is using Sniper without VATS because of VATS damage bonus. That's why I said that they need to add weapons that diversify a little bit, like Sniper that's really good outside of VATS, but let's say not so good in VATS. Like something like a special legendary bonus, double damage outside of VATS. That will change a lot. You will no longer use it as a VATS main because you will lose the double damage bonus. Then that will sort it out and give you some weapon to use differently. It's not so hard to figure out new weapons. I don't know why Bethesda is not doing that. I have no clue. And our weapons always dropping with limb damage. They know what to give us. Wave survival mode. That would be cool. But daily ops are almost like a wave survival mode. Although you don't need to shoot enemies. In daily ops, you can just survive. You have those two submachine guns, but you didn't tell exactly what the difference between them. You are comparing the anti-armor to explosive. What are two different things? Yeah, you see, a lot of people do not have too many crashes. I don't know what's affecting that. When is the next giveaway? Don't get too used to that. Giveaways are special occasions. I'm not making channel based on Turtle giveaway everything. It's special occasions. Yeah, I think Fashnak Collectron is the best for sugar bumps. I don't have data mine stuff from that, but that's my experience. I'm always getting a sugar bumps from it. No, I didn't try Warframe. I don't have currently time to try any new game at this moment. A long range melee. Yeah, that will be cool, but they need to fix a melee issue first, as you will not be able to hit anything. No, there's no giveaway tomorrow. I don't think there is any use for a flare gun at this moment. Yeah, PvP tournament, you can do all of that. I just don't know if Bethesda want to. That's the problem. Invisible, what? Something else entirely. Guy is asking, need to get into this game more. It's a casual thing for me right now. Locked out first Secret Service chess piece and got an invisible crouch with harder sneak. I mean, you got a chameleon one, yeah? Yeah, chameleon is not bad. The Secret Service is not a best armor for sneaking, but it does work if you have a good pieces. Yeah, blind soup is definitely really good for VATS builds. Alright, that will be it for a Turtlecast, I think. I answered the questions, we checked the poll, we checked the ITV, I drink my tea, what's the most important, and that's a good morning. I talk with you guys, I really enjoy that. I have a time, then I will be back here. I will be on Mitzi's live stream, and tomorrow there will be Tartu's live stream here on Tartu's channel when we'll be playing the game. Like a morning tea with Turtle is different. We do not play the game. We talk about the game and everything else you guys want to. And yeah, that will be done for now. Your Turtle will be signing out. And you all have a good day or good night, depends where you live. I love you all, regardless what part of the world you live. I just wish one day it will be like in Star Trek. We'll be a federation and we'll work together with blue people. I need to see some blue people and green people. All right, your Turtle is tired. I'm talking out of topic. Have a good one, everyone. Bye bye. Turtle is signing out. Bye.